Hi, thanks for having me here today. I'm very excited to be back with the Badgers. As BB said, I was here before from 2002 to 2010, and it's wonderful to be back as the varsity coach to help lead these women back to where we should be. Nationally ranked, Wisconsin, has been there before, and that's my goal, to get them back. And I just thank BB for the opportunity to be back here.
What was it like taking down #1 Stanford?
It's a little bit, I guess that's a little bit of a kind of a misstatement. We were in the points, we were ahead of them. So yes, overall that was great, to have the depth. We have 2 boats that, and there are some here at home that weren't able to race, that we know if we put everything together can definitely, push them. But in our varsity 8, we unfortunately came in, 3rd behind them. Not unfortunately. I thought we raced a great race, but it was nice in terms of the depth of the team to see that, for sure.
How much more does this team have, do you think?
We definitely have more. We are young in terms of a couple things. We have a big senior class, so we have 11 seniors. A good amount of them are right now in those top 2 boats, but we also have a fair amount of freshmen and sophomores, a couple juniors in there as well. But primarily, it's on the younger side, and so we have to get that racing experience. But also, even with the seniors, I feel like we have room to grow in terms of putting together a solid race performance and having the confidence going down the race course. They still have a lot to learn in that way. So for sure, we have speed to gain from just getting down the race course and learning from each race.
Talk about the difference. Last time you were here, you were assistant coach, and now you're running the show. So
Yeah.
What's this year been like so far?
Well, definitely I have to make, the tougher decisions. So that's the big thing. But, also just remembering that the way I am really reflects the team. And I think I always lived by that motto, but I just have to really remember that I have to be the consistent one, and making sure that that comes across as, if we're consistent on a daily basis, we're going to see the results that we need. And I think that that's definitely helped them just be able to have fun practicing and learning and changing each day, and getting out on the race course and not have to worry about the extraneous things that I think in the past they've had to, and now I take on that responsibility. So, and I'm happy to.
What, if anything, has changed since you were last here?
I would say the athletes are pretty much the same, just really hardworking kids that, just want to go out and race hard. So I don't think, too much. I think, the coaching staff is wonderful, so I feel like I slotted right in and was able to kind of pick up where I ended. For me personally, I have a child now, so that's a lot different in terms of balancing everything. So I think it was more on a personal side, but I think, from when I left, the boathouse is how it was, and it's just great feeling to be back.
How much are you looking forward to competing at Devil's Lake?
Yeah, that'll be great. Last weekend 2 weekends ago at the Connect Cup, we raced 5 times over 2 days, and this past weekend we raced 3 times, and we'll get to race each boat a couple times again this weekend against really fast crews. And we're going to be the only lightweight crew there, so the other ones will be open weight women, and it's just a great opportunity to put them into situations, different situations all the time. And so, they're going to be up against crews that are probably going to be off the start, faster than them, and they have to, what we've really been working on is when you're in those situations, how do you respond to them? And that's kind of, the big thing that we're missing right now, is being able to, come back if, another crew moves on them, and how are they going to respond to that? So it's each time, again, when you go down the race course, how are you going to learn from it and get better each time?
It's rowing and it's a team sport, but can you maybe point out some individuals that have stood out to you, or some people should know about?
Yeah, it definitely is a team sport. So yeah, it's, you know that when you're going down the race course, every single person has to be, committed, and we've been talking a lot about that. We have a sophomore walk-on, Katie Ruffalo, who has just come into the sport and picked it up very, very quickly. So it's fun to see her just excel and just be a racer, and that's where we want to go, is just keep it simple and just be racers. So she definitely, I would say, embodies where we're looking to go, and her class is definitely, I think, going to be leading the pack on that. Lena Randall, she's a senior. She was at the World Championships last summer in the single, so she has that international racing experience that is, invaluable to the rest of the group. And same with Gabrielle Perman. She was in the lightweight quad that went to World Championships as well. So just having those strong, racing experiences to back up the talent that we have is super important.